Hello everybody, welcome back to PadFootTD Games. My name is Zach, I'm the voice behind the icon, and today we are back in Britannic, Patroness of the Mediterranean. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we get to walk on the decks. Not going to sink yet.
Toot toot, young man.
Yes, toot toot indeed, Robin. Let's head on to the hospital ship, and let's head to the exterior, and let's walk the deck of this majestic beauty.
Now, the real question is, how did I end up here? There I was in Naples, minding my own business, and I see a group of nurses disembark from a motor launch. And there, beyond the nurses, I see her. My girl, the Britannic. I'd toured her in Belfast before she was converted into a hospital. I had to see what the war did to her. I took the motor launch, bumped the pier a few times, and here I am. Now, question 2. Did I tie up the motor launch to the ship before I climbed the ladder?
I'm gonna say doubtful, just because... Beast, why did you just kick my microphone? Children, I'm telling you. Alright, so no, because that is floating away. I had a pretty good haste, so that's gone forever. Good job, Robin. Proud of you on that. But welcome to the deck, everybody. Crowded as can be. Mark's just going to go around to every point that we can, every indication. And we're going to just learn about what it was like on the Britannic during her wartime. Gantry Davit motor house. The structure contained the motor and reels for the operating the girder arms and lowering the lifeboats. So I'm assuming girder arms. And they were the machines that moved. Yeah, the gantry davits were moved via a piston attached to a worm gear, which was connected via more gears to shafts driven by electric motors in the motor house. Right here. So this house supplied the electricity and the movement to move these giant towering cranes over for the lifeboat. That's just floating further away, Robin. What's also neat about this is that you have the ability to stack boats. You know, obviously there would have been 6 over here, including that one that's floating away. All in relatively close area. Swing this back, grab one, and continue to launch it. Let's continue on this way. No, we don't need to toggle the boxes. We're just going to keep going. Fire hose available on deck, already hooked up and ready to go. Let's see. Let's take a walk up, shall we? Alright, take a look around, take it all in. The fourth funnel was no dummy. While it did not exhaust gases from any boilers, it did play a vital role in ventilating galleys in other spaces, so it was still functional, just not how you would expect it to be. Let's take a walk down, shall we? We got a couple more down here to read. Can I jump off onto the bench? Yes, I can. Thermotanks like this one supplied hot air to rooms by forcing air through tubes heated by steam before sending it through the ventilation ducts. Again, giant on the deck, kind of in the way, so it feels. Gantry davits remove via pistons. We've already read that one. I guess there's going to be a lot of repeating of pieces here. And of course, now I've got all the dogs trying to join me on my keyboard. Guys, come on, space. We've talked about personal space. Come on. Oh, gotta love it. Ooh, what's this? Illuminated red cross, brightly lit by dozens of bulbs at night to mark Britannic as a hospital ship and ward off attacks. Again, great amount of detail, and great to be able to see how temporary this was meant to be. Continuing on. Down the starboard side, gantry davit motor houses, structure containing the motors and reels. I already seen that one. Ah, okay, so the cable comes out, up in, up through, up there. I wish I could climb this ladder. Can I break the game and climb it? Oh my god, I can. Maybe, can I not get past this? Okay. This was not intended, I can guarantee that. And I'm probably gonna get stuck and broken as the sun goes down. But we're making our way. Why am I doing this, you may ask?
Those new gantry davits really do loom over us, don't they?
Hey, not bad for a 30-foot fall, by the way. That's pretty good. Pretty good to be feeling fine. Lights should be turning on actually shortly. The sun is setting very quickly in this time around. Of course, all the lifeboats are ready to go. Did that just hold on. Looked like that just disappeared. I don't want to be on this side. Get over there. A rope box with an icon on it. Reciprocating engine room casing. The skylight provided light and ventilation to the main engine room. Far below decks, a series of ladders and catwalks allowed crew easy access to vital systems as well as an escape route. I would like to get up on there and be able to look down. Probably can't, even though we're pretty good at getting places we're not meant to be. Nah, I can't get up there. I tried. Oh, what's this? As he's playing with Beast for the very first time. Fans like this were used for ventilating the interior. A centrifuge fan, driven by a motor, was inside the casing. This one exhausted stale air from several lavatories and baths. Oh, okay. It's neat to be able to see exactly where they all go. Ezzy is just full of it this morning. My goodness. Sorry about the dogs rampaging in the background. Fan trunk supplied air to fans to boiler room number 1 on Olympic Titanic. This vent was embedded in the number 3 funnel deck house. Again, nice. Very, very cool. Oh. This particular thermo tank delivered hot air to the crew quarters for stewards, waiters, and cooks. Again, all nicely lit up and beautiful. These boxes were used to store ropes for the Wayland Davits, which are the standard Davits that are over there. Alright. Guys, come on. Sorry about that. Microphone just got kicked far out of my own reach. Let's see. Can we go down over here? No? Alright, well let's go and look at funnel number 3, shall we? Given its position near the lowest point of the ship's steer, the third funnel was the tallest of the 4. I did not know that. Actually, I figured they were all the same, so that's very, very interesting. I'm curious why, though? Shear. Ship's shear, not steer. What the hell am I talking about? Did you know the sets of whistles on the 3rd and 4th funnels were fake? Only the whistles on the first 2 funnels had any functions to them. I didn't even know there was ones on funnels 3 and 4. So that's actually really interesting. That's something that I can say that I took away from today, was learning this. Now the question is, are you guys going to be cool and let me climb this ladder? Because I'd really like to climb this ladder. Up. Up. Come on, Robin. Jump and grab. Jump and grab, Robin. Nah, of course not. Okay. Fiddly trunk. Used as an exhaust for hot air from boiler room number 2. Could also be used as a direct escape route for boiler crew. Now, what I do remember reading was that this was in place on the on other ships, and that this gate wasn't here. Is that what I learned? I don't know. Like I said, I am not an expert on this, whatever. But there was not a gate here, so with the rushing water ups, you'd get trapped. So there's that. There's a scary fact for you this morning. All right, let's hop back down onto the boat deck. Back actually the way that we came. I think that's probably the best way for us to do this. And down. All right, you can just walk through that wire. That's fine. As a hospital ship, Britannic had a very different paint scheme from her intended RMS livery. One aspect of this was the dark mast. Dado painted all around the boat deck, even on davits and machinery. Again, looks quick and fast. Tank room. Let's continue on. This room contained lift mechanics for the first-class elevator that was added midship. Officer's mess electric boat winch. These winches were installed only for use with the Wayland boats and davits. They were not intended for the RMS design. Neat. Wonder if these will go down when we actually do the sinking of the ship. We don't want to go there yet. No, not yet. Let's pop up here. We've got rafts. These are actually like life rafts back in the day. To provide a little extra life-saving capacity, rafts and life belts were provided on the raised lounge roof. Case in point. Another box. Skylight. You can be able to see inside. It's not HD, but it's really cool to be able to see inside. Extra lifeboats, extra rafts. Again, the boxes for the ropes. Come over and read this one. This is the compass platform. The platform offered a high space centered on the ship from which readings could be taken on the compass, free from the heavy magnetic interference of the ship's steel. Let's pop up. Hold on, what's this one? Provide a little extra life-saving capacity. Yeah. Fan trunk supplied air to boiler room number 2. Things like this were to ventilate the interior. This one was for the first class lounge. Again, awesome. You can see where they go. Beautiful sky tonight. Let's head up.
The best compass to follow is your heart.
Robin, go lay down in the corner. Nobody asked you. I regret turning you on, but a little extra insight that could be in here to any details of the actual gameplay for Titanic Honor and Glory, I will take it. Alright, so we've got the compass up top. Very nice. We've got another fan trunk supplied from boiler room number 3. You can actually pop out right here. Again, the Davit motorized wench. Let's continue our way down this side. First class gymnasium. While Britannic was a hospital ship, this room was still used as a gym. Now, when we were on the inside, you all saw it. It did say that it was converted, so on you. I knew I saw that somewhere. Nope, don't want to go. Don't go near that door. Forward, first class entrance. Also called the Grand Staircase. You could access decks as low as F deck from here. It was greatly stripped down for the Her Majesty Hospital ship conversion. Oh, Britannic was not intended to have any of the traditional Wayland davits at all. Instead, only having lifeboats nested in the large gantry davits. However, because of Britannic's construction was so behind schedule, the Wayland davit boat stations were added to compensate for the missing gantry davits by the bridge on the shade deck. And on the shade deck, I should say. So there would have been another one of these giant, big, huge cranes right here. Again, another one of the red crosses. Very nice. Let's see. Unlike the... Okay, there we go. Unlike the two that were on Olympic and Titanic, Britannic had 3 expansion joints along her superstructure and the 4th over the aft well deck. These allowed the ship's superstructure, which sat on the hull, but did not contribute to its strength, to flex and bend with the hull without buckling in rough seas. Again, fascinating. Just allowing it to move so the ship doesn't break apart. I think we were already up here, but I want to double check. I don't want to... No stone unturned. Fits like these inside the casing. What's this? Lift machine house containing machinery for 3 of Britannic's first class elevators, while Titanic and Olympic only went up to A deck. Britannic went all the way to the boat deck. The 4th elevator for first class was installed midship, and we had already seen that. Popping over. I feel like we missed the fact, actually. I swear we did. I'm gonna go back down there in a second, because I swear there's a fact about the skylights that are over there. Come on, I want to get up here, because I know what this is. Fan trunk again. Let's see, get up here. Get up. Thank you. Forward grand staircase dome cover. And there you have it. It's covering and protecting that famous glass dome. So this is where we were just a little while ago. Looks good. All right, pop down. Anything notable to see here? Elevated Bradfield insulator used in connecting the wireless equipment to the antenna strung between the 2 masts. Huh. Can I touch it? Seems like a very bad idea to touch it, but I want to touch it anyways. Alright, let's pop on over here. We've already seen this. Of course, we've got our boat deck. Let's climb on down the ladder. I want to run back here just super quickly. I swear there was another fact. Yes, there was. Okay. Again, just me coming through to preview. The raised roof was intended to contain more windows like on the Titanic and Olympic. The windows would have actually been here along the sides. However, the hospital conversion left no time for them to be installed. Instead, skylights were put in, which you can actually see right over here. So I didn't go back far enough once we had gotten up here. And here's the skylights. Again, pays to try to pay attention. All right, sun's coming back up. Lights are off once again on the ship. Let's continue our way down towards the bridge itself. Again, another gantry Davitt house. What is this, my friend? This is a weapon of some sort. Lord Calvin's sounding machine and spar. Located on the port and starboard side, these devices were used to gauge the depth of the waters this ship was in. Again, I don't know why it's in a rifle. I know nothing about this kind of machinery. I only know when you drop a weight, but again, no idea. Okay, that's the piston movement. Again, that's not super important. Toggle the boxes, not important. Let's pop up here. Anything to see? Yes, there is. Boiler room number 6, but also the compass platform. Like the one amidship, this area was a shelter for the compass from which to take directional readings without the magnetic interference of the ship's steel. Semaphore, a device with swinging arms used to signal other ships, similar to operations of old railroad signals. Again, I'd like to know what the purpose of this is, because there was standard maritime law of left and right, or port and starboard passing. So I'm just super curious on that, but that's for another day. Let's step on down here to the wheelhouse area. Morse lamp. This light would be flashed on and off to talk to nearby ships in Morse code. Bridge wing cab. The sheltered location extended slightly over the ship, over the side of the ship, to provide clearer views. Again, only does so for the direct of the bow. Yeah, you can stick your head out, but Robin cannot, and I really don't want to fall in the ocean today, because I will find a way. Polaris, a simplified compass used to find the ship's bearings. Now again, I assume it would be placed on top, because there's nothing here. Let's go inside the main wheelhouse. Crew only. Well, I'm going to count, since there's nobody here. Again,
Captain Bartlett is an admirable commander. He knows this ship well. Unlike most people, I actually trust his command of a ship. And believe you me, I have had my fair share of experience on this subject.
Again, I feel like that's got to be some sort of preview to Robin on Honor and Glory, but we won't know for now. And of course, as we come through, we have a ship schematic chart room. We have all the call systems to get around the ship. I do not see the watertight door area. I assume that's probably inside. What do we have here? Interesting. Is this a barometer? I believe it is, because I think that it says rain, change, fair, very dry. Well, that's interesting. All right, let's continue on. Coat hooks everywhere. Good to know. What a lot of people don't know is that all the telegraphs up front are actually for different things, and I think that's really kind of interesting to think about it. So you've got the engine order telegraphs on the left and right all the way to the side. Then it goes to the maneuvering telegraph, docking telegraph, and emergency telegraph. Now if you look, they are mostly the same until you start going to left go tug, not clear starboard, slack away. Some neat ways of communicating. I'd like to know really how they all work. Like, we know the engine ones from the movies, those make sense, but I'm more interested in some of like the maneuvering one. Like, how does that work? How does the emergency one work? Like, I'm just curious. I would assume emergency isn't like signaling emergency. I think it must be a backup, or one that would control both. Navigating bridge. While this area was primarily used when near land, it did contain the main telegraphs for sending engine orders and other commands. The helm here was connected to the wheelhouse via shafts and gears. So if you were to turn this wheel, my assumption would be that the wheel inside of the actual wheelhouse would turn as well. Wheelhouse. Preliminary use while out at sea. This room provided shelter for the quartermaster and housed the phones and other instruments for the ship. Step outside. We've already seen this. We've got our lights. We've got our bridge wing.
Skylight wasn't on the deck plans.
Okay. And then to go through here, I assume these must be covers of some sort. I'm not 100% sure what those are, but then of course you've got these switches for your lights as well, which I think is awesome. Alright, I think that's it for this side. Let's head down the port side and see if there might be anything a little bit different. While Britannic's plans indicated this room was to be a senior office, a lone tub can be found on the wreck that is not shown on any plan, likely just for hospital service. Oh my god, and they put the tub in there. Great detail work, guys. I love the work that they do. I love the work that they do. All right, let's continue on here. Of course, we've got the Lord Kevin Sounding Gun location on this side. It was intended that an additional set of gantry davits would be installed here, like the ones on the starboard side of the ship. But due to the tight schedule of the HMHS conversion, this was omitted. The gantry davits intended for the space can be seen on the ship's builder's model, and we'll see that when we walk around the actual ship area, of the RMS version of the ship. As a hospital ship, Britannic had a very different color scheme. We've seen that one. Let's go through. We've seen that one as well. Electric boat winch, the illuminated piece. Ooh. Yes. Now, again, we've got the tilted boat. Is there a reason for it? I want to know. Somebody getting a little extra vigorous on this side, or lazy on that side. Let's continue through. My gosh, it's so crowded up here. Don't go into the staircase yet. That's not where we want to be. Let's keep... Oh, I'm stuck in a panel. Let's keep on walking here. Another expansion joint. Cut between the lounge and the reading room. Continue our way back. Raised roof was originally intended. Yep, we've gotten that one. Keep her going. Keep on going. What's we got here? Engines. Smoke room. Okay, and tank room. Again, the motor house. Okay, continue on. It's amazing when you're not reading and going up every single step on how quickly you can walk to the back of the ship. I find that actually kind of funny. Ward off attacks with the giant red cross. Let's loop ourselves around back, and we're back to a gantry motor house. So let's say this is our last piece. So this door leads to the forward second class entrance. Now, we got one more that we'll read right here. We're going to look at the bow and the aft, and of course A, B, and C deck. I think those are the three that we have access to in our next video. But let's take a look right here. The stairway was not on the Titanic, but was added to the Britannic for hospital services. It's possible that this stairway was not intended for passenger service, because during passenger service, you were going to be separating the classes. Well, here, it didn't matter. Everybody was here for the war effort, so this made more sense for better navigation around the ship. Instead of actually trying to separate people, it made things of greater ease. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. I hope that you enjoyed. I know that I did. If you enjoy what you saw, we do try to upload a video every day, and there's definitely more Britannic coming your way in the future. We still got some more exterior of the ship to look at, as well as we've got a sinking to do. But that's going to do it. If you want to follow us on Instagram, that link's down there in the description below. And I do appreciate you guys coming out to this one, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.